If only I had a better countdown. Oh, wait, I do.
Let's fucking go!
Let's fucking go.
All right, welcome aboard, boys and girls. It is time for Sketching the Privateer. I'm your host, Joe's Atmosphere, and it's good to see you. I forgot to put that on full screen real quick. Let me get the background music going here. I know you guys want to hear some The Deep by Sharkin' for Pearls. That's right, Sharkin' for Pearls. The link is in the chat. Vince has been hard at work putting all the links out. So go check that out anywhere you catch your new music. Actually, that's not the cover. It's morphed. This time it's, hang on, let me put this where you can see it. Go full screen with it real quick while I show it to you. That's it right there. He wanted tiger stripes on it this time, I guess. So there you go. How you guys doing today? It's good to see you. I hope you had a good new year. I hope everything's going your way so far in 2025. We had a scare here in the great state of Louisiana, as everybody knows. The Sugar Bowl had to be delayed because of it and everything. You guys let me know if that music's too loud, by the way. I don't think it should be. But anyway, let me know how you guys are doing in the chat. How'd your Christmas go? Let me know. Let's see who all's here today. Of course, Vince says Heidi ho to all you nerds and nerdettes. And he was singing at me early too. Low Spec is here. The Penguin is in the house. What's happening, man? Good to see you. And Martin Acosta Santana is here. He says, greetings, my excellent friends. I'm sure he's getting ready for a show this afternoon of some sort. And he says, hello, Joe. Now, you remember when you see him type that many O's at the end of hello, that means he's talking like Droopy Dog. And I am a big fan of Droopy Dog. I think he's hilarious. Anyway, good to see you, Martin. Let's see who else is here. Beetle Shark, Beetle Shark, Beetle Shark. Nice. Go Morphin cover. That's it, man. Yeah, that's Danny. Danny loves that thing. He drew the shark and everything. He wants to keep it very minimalistic. Matter of fact, he wants me to make some lyrics for one of his songs and sing them. I'm like, man, I better auto-tune the shit out of it. He goes, no. It's got to be garage band sound, dude. You got to use your real voice. I said, oh, shit. Okay. I mean, my voice isn't that bad, but I'm no singer. I can keep up with guys like Bob Seger because he can't sing at all anyway. So, but he makes great music. Oh, look, all the good book says is make a joyful noise, so that's all you need to do. All right, boys and girls, let's get into it. Got the stream started up over on Twitch so we can start getting into it here. Let's see. Go full screen with that. And let's go ahead and share it out to everybody. Let's see. Sing like Droopy Dog. There you go. That'd be good. He says BRB going for a quick lunch. Okay, man. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. I'm sure I'll see you in a little bit. But anyway, this is what my pad looks like when I first start the stream over there on Twitch. And all I'm doing, I don't have a way to... They want you to buy programs to, run your iPad through something that isn't an iProduct, right? So I'm just not going to do that. I'm a cheap son of a bitch. I pay enough for friggin' StreamYards as it is, But pretty simple. I do the raw feed up on Twitch. If you go to my Twitch channel right now, you're going to see exactly what's going on in the background here without me talking. I just do that. And it's just a little bit of a delay. You guys will understand what I'm talking about, what I'm working on. Let's take a look just for those that may have not seen any of this, by the way. Oh, let's see. Das Wolfen says, just an FYI, my show won't be tonight. It is Martin's birthday, so we are taking the night off. That's what I'm talking about. Celebrate Martin's birthday. What is up, Knock? Good to see you. Good to see you. Can't wait to talk football this Sunday. That's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of controversy in the playoff. There's teams that are happy. There's teams that aren't. But I think the NFL is going to wrap in an epic way, and we'll talk all about that Sunday. But yeah, good to see you, man. Good to see you. But yeah, we should celebrate Martin's birthday. The guy whose planet needs him 24/7. Happy birthday to you, Martin. Let's see. Let me see if I can find a good video for his birthday. Do I have any videos on here with this shit? Well, you know what? We'll play him this one. Because I just love it and I keep playing.
Let's fucking go!
Let's fucking go.
And all of us wish you a happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday. Okay, so we got the family portrait done. The cover is pretty much done. I might tweak that a little bit, but it's pretty much done. Could probably use some more highlights in there on this helicopter. You guys tell me. Does it look like a helicopter? Can you tell that's a Huey helicopter? Or do I need to make it a little bigger in here? Maybe I need to take the whole thing and make the helicopter a little bigger. And we're just about done with that first page as far as the black and white goes, but it's a lot of details. As you can see, this part of it, I've got a lot of work to do to the sailboat, right? But now that I'm looking at it, I got to get those drones working too. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about with drones, what we have here is every time you see his ship in one of these pictures, there's going to be a couple of seagulls, right? No. They're not seagulls. Whoops. Oh, shit. Let's check that pencil. Oh, no. We're not coloring in dark colors. No, we're using Bakersfield. Okay, there we go. From far away, they're going to look like seagulls, right? Hang on.
Anyone with $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans may qualify for help from National Debt
From
Relief.
far away,
Minimum
they're
payments
just
could
going to
literally
look
keep you
like
in debt
seagulls,
for
right?
decades. $10,000
But
in
I'm going to
debt
show
can
them
take
up
anywhere
close
from
every once in a
14 to
while. These are
26 years to
drones.
pay off if you're only paying the minimums.
High-tech
And that's
drones that
just
look
$10,000.
like
I know many of us have a lot more than that.
seagulls.
Getting started is easy,
Right?
and the process has already helped over 500,000 people and counting.
I called immediately. Congratulations, you qualify to be a part of the
So I
Debt
gotta
Relief program, and you're not alone. And
start remembering to do those up, right?
Wow, I can't thank.
Because those are the things he's going to have flying around checking stuff out.
Find out if you're
Anyway,
eligible today.
we'll
Click
get
the link
back
on
to
this
that
video
one
and answer
later.
a few short questions.
You see, I've got a
If you
bunch
have
of work to
$10,000
do
or
on the
more in debt, there's
tower,
a good chance you'll
and I
qualify.
really want, you know, I may be getting too anal with the details on this thing, but, you know, first of all, it looks really good. Hang on a second. Let me get rid of the sketch portion. And you can see it. The details are looking pretty good on this thing.
You'll be glad you did.
But, you know, it's the Coast Guard, man. I want them looking good. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we've got most of that done already. Is that on the sketch page? I think it is. Yep, sure as hell is. What a shame. That's all right. When I'm done drawing it, it'll be gone. That what I'm talking about is that black line. That black line. I can always. I don't want to do it now until I'm done with the drawing, but that's going to be the first page basically. I still got to do the tower on the Coast Guard vessel and put its number out there and everything. But this one's almost done. I've got a whole lot of black work to do in here with these guys in the cabin, right? And I've got some work to do right here too. But other than that, that one's just about done. But I wanted to do some of the more fun pictures, and that's why I started this one next. This is the one where he's diving down to the deck to protect the female crew member, right? Well, let's go ahead and let's see. We could go ahead and work on whatever we want. I think I'm going to keep working on him, though. I started on his epaulets last week, as you can see. And, of course, we created a couple of layers, right? And as you saw in the short I had, let's see, background color is white right now. If we choose to make it this, then you really see the blue sky and what his hair is going to look like coming down and everything. But that's what we got so far on this page. So we got a lot of work to do. Let's get to it. I'm going to put that background back to white. And it's not doing it for me. Hang on a second. There we go. Pop that back to white. And then let's get to the ink page. And let's go ahead and turn the sketch back on. And we'll get to work on this. Now, like I said earlier, this is a split cape he has. And the epaulets, these epaulets are gold trimmed. And I'm not going to draw too much more of the details on the epaulets. But they're round, and the cape itself is attached to them. So we want to show that by extending these lines a little further down into the shoulder. Right? And maybe putting a little shadow in there. Not much. Just enough to let you know there's something there. Right? And then let's see what we got here. That's his actual jacket flying in the wind. So let's go ahead and pull that back this way. And see how that looks. Yeah. Okay. So the lapel for his jacket is going to fly out wide. Right? That's good right there. then it's got to come this way. And then everything underneath his shoulder and down to his chest. Okay, so his shoulder's going to come in here, and then his chest is going to come through here on the jacket. So everything else has got to be getting blown backwards, right? Because there it is behind him. That's his jacket behind him, right? Let's see how I do with this if I just use a little speed here. Now, when you're trying to keep those curves in, you can't use too much speed. But I'm drawing out the jacket right now. Oh, I like that. I like how thick that is. Let's redraw this one a little thicker. Yeah, like that. Okay. Now we got to come. Remember, it's coming under here. Year in review. My computer just told me. Whatever. But anyway, how are you guys doing today? Tell me in the chat. I'll stop every once in a while and let you know what's going on here. Let's see. Everybody's saying happy birthday to Martin. Need more guns? You mean on the Coast Guard ship? Yeah. Needs more cowbells,
Small
right?
moments can sometimes go unseen.
Needs more confetti.
That's why at My Eye Doctor, nothing is more important than how you see
Anyone
the world.
else hearing
My
an
Eye
ad?
Doctor
Yes.
helps you
Yes.
see, look.
The damn ads pop up every once in a while. Sorry. Let's see. Some kind of free radio. Yeah. With Odin, it's two and one. His ravens act like his eyes and ears. And even in the MCU, they have spotted in several scenes. Well, my inspiration was Lord of the Rings. You remember the birds that were spying on them when they were traveling in Fellowship of the Ring? You know, they had to hide from them. That was my whole inspiration for it. It's an ad on the playlist. Yeah, absolutely. That's what it is. Weird. Never noticed the musket before. Never noticed the musket. Well, that's because you're just looking at a rough sketch. See, I don't have a lot of details in it, right? But yeah, he's got his musket with him, and his flintlocks in his belt at this point, and so is his. He's got a sword, a flintlock, and a musket. So. And I won't be doing too many details on that musket until I get a good picture to reference with. I haven't even looked up the musket yet. I got a good flintlock reference, but not the musket. I need to find one of those. But anyway, getting back to this. Now this is going to be shaded by the sun, but it's also going to have all kinds of wrinkles in it because it's being tucked up and blown around. And we'll put different shades in it to make it darker here and there. All right. And even throw in some black. You can never go wrong. The more black, that's one thing I need to add is a lot more black. But I think I'm going to do the line work first and then come back and do the thick stuff. Like you saw, I must have been doing some dark contrast work before when I had that syrup pin out. But anyway, let's continue the jacket here. Okay. And then we've got his other epaulet. Now, hang on. Trying to think a better way to do this. Nah, it worked good the last time. Hang on. Okay, so what we're going to do, we need to make it look just like the other epaulet, right? So let's put the double line in first. These are almost like shoulder pads for him. It's part of his armor. All right. So what did you guys do for New Year's? Did you party? What did you do? Tell me in the chat. Let me know. Okay. Now this is going away from him. So I want to make these short strokes. And I'm just, instead of drawing that line around like I did and erasing it, This time I'm just going to use the sketch as my guide and stop at the edge of it. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, my brother is living his best life right now. The only problem with my bro is he hates his job. He hates the thing that pays all the bills for things. Can't stand it. He's having to drive a forklift now all of a sudden because he's out of forklift drivers, and it's rough on him. Okay, so that's why you haven't seen him on the Brothers Hack the Matrix here lately. It's because he's haven't been doing a bunch of extra work. Yeah, that works out fine. I just achieved the same thing I did last time. The only thing is last time I put a solid line through and then I erased it, right? This time I just used the sketch to make that solid line. Okay, so now that's his shoulder. Once again, we want the jacket flying behind him, so lapel's going to come out this way. Now, I didn't really sketch it too well on this side, but I can use the other side as a guide, right? And then, let's see, what did we do here? Yeah, that comes in right about here. And it shouldn't look exactly like the other side. There should be a little bit of a difference. Right. And then this is all going to be wrinkled up. Shaded in. In fact, we're going to make that completely black right there. And we'll shade heavily in here. Let's take a look at what it looks like. All we have to do is just get rid of the sketch. It's looking pretty cool, man. Looking pretty cool. I like it so far. What do you guys think? I'm liking it. Let's see. And Joe liked the thick stuff. Look, not when it comes to girls, dude. I like them. I like petite brunettes, bro. Sorry. New Year, I went to bed after midnight. I was up with a bottle of champagne till 4:45. And actually, when I was done with my DCUO stream on New Year's Eve, I actually went and Outlaw Bill invited me on his show, and I hung out with them for a little while. I think I finished streaming that night about 3 in the morning, and I was, dude, I haven't had a whole bottle of champagne since I was a bartender. The Eagles are coming. That's your team, man. Let's see. But anyway, no, he's talking Lord of the Rings. That's what he's doing. Okay, this is away from the sun, so we're going to go ahead and shade that lapel some too. Okay, and there's going to be a shadow of his head on his shoulder too. We'll just put a line around this way. That, and shade that in. Right top of it. And a little bit of a shade right in here for where the lapel is over the epaulette. Okay, so we need to erase that a little bit. No, we don't need to erase that. That's a shade. You'll see the difference whenever I put the colors in it. Okay, so now we're to the point of doing. Okay, we want this in there. Oh, started erasing. Sometimes it does that. It'll bounce back and forth on me. I gotta watch it. I'm just shading things right now. Stuff I know the sun is not going to catch as hard as other things. You know, doing a little bit of shading. On this one, there's going to be a little bit of shade here. Not much on that side. And then we've got his arms. Now, don't forget about anatomy, and I highly recommend, if you don't know anatomy very well, you need to get you a book on it. Okay. My brother is just jamming, guys. Okay. I'm enjoying his stuff. I really am. But you got to remember, he's got a jacket on, so there's going to be wrinkles in the joints. Oh, I don't want to make him Popeye. No, stick with your sketch. Let's make it his forearms a little big there. By the way, did you see our show yesterday about what's in the public domain now? They've actually got a frigging horror movie coming out called Popeye the Slayer Man. Check it. Popeye the Slayer Man, coming soon to a theater near you. You got to pay attention when you're doing these hands, man, because if you don't do them right, the whole thing is going to look wrong. Guaranteed right there. If you can't do hands, you better learn how, because people will notice that right away. All right. That's going to cause a shadow right here on the wrist. So let's get that in there. Shadow back here is going to be a little darker, I would say. And the shadow under here is going to be darker, I would say. And then we want to shade the thumb and forefinger a little bit. Not much. They are white gloves. They're going to show up. But everything under is going to have some kind of shading on it. Let's see how it's looking. Every once in a while, I'll just stop. We'll hit that. And then, before you know it, check it out.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts
let's
on to keep your operation running.
just for shits
That's
and
why at
giggles,
Grainger,
take a look at
we're
what
here
I've
for
done
you
so far
with
in a time-lapse
professional-grade
video.
industrial supplies and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com,
Right?
or just stop by. Grainger.
Let's see what's going on in the chat here. Yeah, Granger, go away. Shit, sorry. The birthday boy is back, he says. What did I miss? Just me working. I'm showing it right now in a little time-lapse video. Just showing the work I've done so far on this page. This is the big splash page where you first see him jump out of the helicopter. Let's see. Vince says, to be fair, was just going to say Popeye is public domain now. Yep. And to my surprise, Tintin 2. Didn't realize it's that old. Yeah. Some of these characters have been around a long time. Long time. Rock and roll, Vince says. And Low Spec says, petite Japanese women that kick you in the teeth with metal. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, man. Let's see. Petite is good, but don't let Christian DeLorme know. Yeah, well, he likes them thick. You know that. He's always going on about his meat and gravy. Yeah, no doubt. All right, so let's keep going here. Let's see what's next. Now we could go ahead and add some of the colors in here, I guess. Let's go to the color page, and we'll get the syrup pencil out, and we'll get some blue going. Let's see how that goes. Make sure we're on the color page. I messed up last week. As much as I've been preaching, make sure you're on the right stuff, I messed up last week. Okay, so let me turn on the sketch screen because I don't want to go too far. And we'll move this down below the colors. Okay, there we go. All right, so here we go. I'll get it started right here. Now you gotta watch it when we. That's a pretty thick one right there. Maybe I need to reduce the size of that. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so just got to slow down a little bit. But you see, the black and the color are separated, right? So I can do this. Come on now, work with me. And I can work a little bit faster with it like this because, you know, anything, if I go outside the black lines, I can go back and clean it up. That's all part of the editing, you know. But I want to be able to show you what the color palette's going to look like on the page, you know. And of course, I've got a highlight for this color blue that I'm going to use to, you know, you shade, but you also got to put, you shade, but you also got to put in highlights, right? So can't forget about the highlights. And we'll go back and do that. I always do the highlights after I'm done with that color, if you know what I'm saying. All right. Did you get anything good for your birthday there, Martin? Or did your wife shoot the moon for Christmas? And if you guys don't know what he got for Christmas, man, he got some cool shit. Let me tell you. He did. He got him a Thundercat sword. An actual, honest to God, full-sized Thundercat sword. A lot of people are jealous of Martin Acosta Santana right now. Let me tell you. They really are. Let's see. Yeah, we're half an hour in. Yeah, I can get some of this coloring done so you can see what it looks like. Now, you know, most of the time when you've got a team of guys doing it, the pencil work gets done first, then the inker does his thing, and then the colorer does it. I just want to show you what it's going to look like as we go, you know. When I'm working alone, I'm always working on inks only. I never do color. But I just think if you guys are going to watch the show, you need to be able to see something, you know, something that looks like what it's going to look, close to what it's going to look like in the final product. Now, if you see I'm going all into this hair, but you know I've already done the hair on the white thing, and I can just throw the white on top of this, so it's no big deal, you know. All right, this is looking good. And I'm going to have to go get the red. Remember how I showed you how to do that? You can go to another drawing. And this is Procreate, guys. If you're watching this for the first time and you've never seen, and you don't know what I'm using, it's Procreate on iPad. I'm using an iPad. I think it's an iPad Pro. I'm not sure. Or an Air. I'm not sure exactly. It's one of the newer ones.
For adults with moderate to severe opioid addiction, whose withdrawal symptoms
like I said before, for at least now you're not going to see the stars on the jacket because that's going to be underneath his hair and everything. It's pretty high up on the back, so that's why you don't see him on the back of the jacket right now.
No real daily ups and downs. Buprenorphine is known to reduce.
You don't even have to save this. It stays this way once you leave it. So go back to the gallery. If you want to get the red, well, go into something you've already done the red with. I'll go into this one. And then you use the color grabber and grab that color. Now you see what I'm talking about with the highlight colors? Those blue lines in there, I'm going to have to grab that blue here in a little bit to use that for highlights. Okay? And you see the red's even got highlights on it. Well, you know what? It's hard to see. Let me blow it up real big. If you look right there on the top of the cape, you can see it. But on my screen, it's a whole lot different.
In
Let me
an
see if I can show
emergency,
you
have
on my
family and
camera.
friends tell medical staff
Yeah,
you're
it shows up a
physically
lot
dependent
better on my
opioids
camera.
and are being
Hang
treated
on.
with Sublocade.
For some
The
reason,
body can develop a
it doesn't
dependence on
translate well
Sublocade
through
and can
Twitch,
experience
but
opioid withdrawal symptoms weeks
if I
or
go,
months after last
if
dose.
I show you on
This
here,
isn't a full list of risks and side effects.
that
Talk to your doctor
highlight
and read the
color is
patient labeling
much
for more
different from the rest
information.
of the red.
Don't
right?
give up.
So,
Ask a doctor
I
if
don't know what the
Sublocade
deal
can
is
help
with
you
that.
keep moving
It's
towards
showing up
recovery.
bright as hell on my screen, but it shows up just dull on the other screen. But anyway, I've grabbed the red, so now I just go back to the other one and keep working. Now that color is for his shoulder pad, right? Goes right up to his ear, because the shoulder pad and his cape, his split cape, are the same color. It's all one piece. It's attached to his shoulder pad. All right. Oop. Getting a little sloppy. Getting a little sloppy there. All right. I just don't have a good position with my hand. I got to go slow when I'm doing this, close to another color. Hang on, guys. I'll check in on the chat in just a second. Oh, shit. What did I tell you? You got to take short strokes. And I know you guys are turning everything I say into some sex thing, but it's true. You got to take short strokes, because that way, when I go back up now, I'm not wiping out all the work I did, right? If you sit there and keep your pencil down the whole time, then you're going to lose out in the long run. Ah! Come on, man. Okay. I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm just concentrating here. I'll stop and check the chat here in a second. But he wears a split cape because this is supposed to symbolize the stripes in the flag, right? Hey, Knock, guess who I heard from the other day? I heard from Jimmy. He actually checked in on I think it was God, when was it? It was the show Wednesday that I did, Chilling at the Club. The one you didn't want to come to because of things that happened. Yeah. He checked in on that one, man. I told him my New Year's resolution was to amp up the volume on working on this thing, so I'm not going to miss a stream any week. The only time I'm going to miss a stream on this is when I'm doing the show, the vendor market, the shop till you drop thing. So, as a matter of fact, my cousin actually has a brick and mortar now called Shop Till You Drop. And me and Rhonda have got to go see her this weekend about putting some stuff in the store for her, put some stuff in there. And by the way, anytime you guys want to get a commission, commissions are open. Just go to the website and send me an email through the website. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. I'm back. He was about to say Popeye. Let's see. Birthday, yes, at 52. Boy, I wish. Yeah, I hear you. We are only as old as we feel. That's right. Never grow up, Martin. Never grow up. I'm Peter Pan. I'm never growing up. It's not the age, but it's the aches. Yeah, well, they're going to come with age. What are you going to do? And exercise can add years to your life. Went for a 5K jog yesterday, and at the end, I felt like 72. Yo. That's great. Oh, man. Low spec like that one. Oh, the wife and the girls are taking me out to dinner tonight. Very nice. That's all that matters. Yeah, it's not the age, it's the mileage. Still holds true. That's right. That's right. And that's from Raiders of the Lost Ark, boys and
These
girls.
mushrooms make
Words
you
of
feel
wisdom.
better.
Stop it with the damn ads. Go away. They want to hear music. Badumtis. Yeah. That's what she said. Yeah. See, you guys turn everything I say into friggin' sex talk. There's a tool for digital artists that lets you calibrate the screen correctly. Don't ask what it's called. I'm just going to roll with this for now. Commissions might be open, but the wallet is empty. I hear you, brother. I hear you. When you can afford it, bring it on, man. Bring it on. Let's see. Let's go ahead and keep going here. I'm going to fill in this color, and then we're going to get out of here for today, because you know how it goes. I only do this for about an hour, and then I got to go to work. I go in early on Fridays. Yeah, no. But I definitely got to go see my cousin Heidi. Shout out to Heidi Burge. I tell you what, let's try and fill this one in. I wish I could really get a grasp on this fill-in tool. I really do. Because it would make things go so much faster, wouldn't it? I mean, I fill this up pretty fast just using the iPencil, but okay, here you go. Now you'll see how some of this is going to work out here. That comes up to here. And then that's his lapel, so I need to zoom in on this. There we go. That's his lapel of his jacket, so that's going to be blue, right? Oh, wait. Back. Okay, there we go. It's all going to be blue under that. Okay, hang on. Oh, damn it, Joe. Don't press down too hard. We'll go ahead and fill that in, though. Now we'll fill all this in. Theoretically, I don't have to, though. I could just make a big, border around it. Okay, there it is. Sometimes if I get the flowing pretty good, I can stay in the lines. But you got to pick that pencil up every once in a while. Just to keep yourself honest. Okay, let's see if I can pull this off, boys and girls. This tool right here, right? Automatic, color fill. It's doing the whole page. I don't understand. Okay, let's try that again. Nope. I don't understand why it's doing the whole page. There we go. Whoa, why does that look like it's a different color? Maybe it's just... Okay, let me turn it off. That looks like it's a different color. I don't like that. Let me take a look at this. Hang on. Let's try that again. No! No. Back. And back. And back. And back. Try this again. Okay, now let's try it. There we go. But it looks darker for some reason. Did I screw up and hit the color wrong? There it went. Okay. Yeah, apparently I adjusted the color somehow. That's really weird. But anyway, I got it filled. I'm so happy. Let's try it with the blue. Let's get the blue. Get the filling. Now we can do the blue all the way down. We can do here by the epaulets. Now these epaulets are going to look gold. If you've ever seen a military uniform, it's going to look like that. The epaulets aren't going to be white. Although, white would probably work with the uniform. It's just, I think they should be gold. Pick up your pencil every once in a while. Fill in. Right now, I'm not too worried about going outside the lines. Like I said, I can clean it up later. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. We'll use the tool twice. Danny's jamming, man. This is a pretty good album. It's got some good stuff on here. Okay, now, all we should have to do is just draw, since that's a completely red border right there, I think we can just fill in here. And then let's get this and just give it a down and down. There we go. Look at that. Boom. That quick. It's colored. So it's starting to take shape, boys and girls. I'll do some work on this week and let you guys know how it's working out. Just to give you a look at it. Here it is without the sketch.
When you go rogue, you don't just settle for
without the
flavor.
sketch page.
You want flavors that pack
and
a
as you can
punch.
see, his jacket is trailing behind him as he jumps down from the helicopter. So, yeah, there you go. I think it looks pretty cool myself. What do you guys think? I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot, boys and girls. Liking it a lot. Let's get rid of this damn. I swear, man. I swear. These ads, what are you going to do? Okay. It's time for me to go back full screen because we're done for today. And I have done messed up and cut the music off, but that's okay because I got to change songs anyway. Danny wants me to play a specific song whenever we get out of here. Let's see. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. Let me see. Where is that damn thing? Where is it? Are you serious? It's not on my quick list? No. All right. A couple more clicks this time. There it is. That is Sharking for Pearls on top of whatever that is. There's Sharking for Pearls right there. Okay, boys and girls. Let's check the chat real quick before we get out of here. Let's see. It is slightly orangey. Yeah, I fixed it. Sharking for Pearls available on all your favorite music platforms. Apple, iTunes, whatever. John Kimball was right. It was the one-armed man. Yeah, that's right. He's a one-armed man right now. You're absolutely correct. Okay, don't forget to put your ending spiel in there, Vince, because I'm never going to memorize it. You're going to have to keep putting it up there. All right, let me let you guys know what's going on with the channel on our way out of here. I hope you enjoy what you're seeing. I'm enjoying presenting it to you, and keep coming back every Friday, man. We'll talk comic books. Anybody wants to join me, come on in. I sent out the link, but everybody else is probably busy today. It's fine. I understand. Life goes on. But anyway, let's let you know what's going on with the channel. You're watching Pop Joe Gamer after, or no, idiot. Stop it. Sketching the Privateer. We do it every Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time. Me working on my passion project, the story of America's pirate patriot, the Privateer. And then usually on Fridays, it's Game Night with John on Pop Culture Minefield's channel. But they're not doing it tonight because it's somebody's birthday. And his name is Martin Acosta Santana. And that's why he's got to go. It's not because his planet needs him. He needs to go because his family needs him to go to dinner with him because it's his birthday. That's right. Happy birthday, Martin. Anyway, this show will be back next Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time. Don't forget it. And then, of course, Sunday, we're going to talk about everything. It's the regular season finale tailgate for NFL pregame party. You guys come check it out at 10 a.m. Central Time on Sunday morning. and they couldn't have picked a better way to wrap up the regular season. It's the Minnesota Vikings at the Detroit Lions. Both of them 14-2, playing for all the marbles. They're playing for their division championship. They're playing for home field advantage throughout the playoffs. It's wow. The schedule makers did it right this year. Anyway, we're going to talk all about it, that and the college football playoff, all of that stuff this Sunday at 10 a.m. Central Time, 2 hours before the kickoff of the Sunday games. And then, of course, Monday starts with Military Monday, and the birthday boy will be there with Gary, Anima, and myself as we talk about The Big Red One of the first movies that Mark Hamill made after Star Wars. Great movie, and it's got the old veteran Lee Marvin in it, too. Love that guy. Too cool. Anyway, we're going to talk all about it on Monday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time on Military Monday on Pop Culture Minefields channel. Then at 4 p.m. Central Time on Monday, It's Only Talk and Roll makes its return to Mondays at 4 p.m. Central Time on That 70s Rock Fans channel. I don't know what the subject is. He hasn't told us yet, but we're going to have a good time regardless at 4 p.m. Central Time this Monday on It's Only Talk and Roll. And then, of course, at 5 p.m. Central Time on Monday, it's The Brothers Hack the Matrix. Everything you need to know about the clown show that is 2024 through today's headlines. The Brothers Hack the Matrix every Monday at 5 p.m. Central Time. And then, of course, Papa Joe Gamer After Dark, Video Games, Cocktails, and Fails comes your way on Tuesdays. And this Tuesday, I'm going to play one more evening of Madden before I start Mass Effect 2. So you guys tune in while we play some Madden. Will I win? Will I lose? You never know. And you never know. I might get somebody to actually sign in and play me. You never know. You guys come check it out this Tuesday at 10 p.m. Central Time. Madden Through the Years. I play different years of Maddens. And then, of course, State of the Atmosphere makes its 2025 premiere on Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Central Time, where we outline all the stuff we're looking forward to this year and some of the stuff that might suck. We're going to look at everything. So you guys come check it out. State of the Atmosphere, everything you need to know about pop culture every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. And then it's right back around here to Sketching the Privateer. So for myself and the chat, I want to thank you guys for being here. I want to say happy birthday one more time to Martin Acosta Santana. Thank you very much. And so does Vince, the hardest working wrench in the biz. He says the Vikings. Who did they bribe? No, man. They've been killing it all year. They might just beat the damn Lions, dude. The Lions are beat up on defense. I mean, they're a resilient bunch, but this is it for all the marbles, man. And Comics Dad is here. Hey, what's going on? Just getting here. Sorry I missed the show. Just got Mrs. Comics back from the hospital and in bed. Oh, I hope she's doing better, man. My gosh, sorry about that. Look, go watch the replay, man. I've got a whole list. If you want to know all the ins and outs of the Privateer, there's a whole playlist of it, man. I've been working on this for a couple of years now. Anyway, the hardest ranking, and it's good to see you, Comics Dad. It's good to have you here. And Vince Womack says, cheerio, guys and gals. See you next time, and stay nerdy, and everybody, and have yourself a great weekend. And you know what I'm going to tell you, boys and girls. Let's see. Comics Dad says she had a scheduled surgery this morning. She'll be fine, just needs rest. Thanks. No problem, man. Good karma out to you, and my prayers and all that good stuff. But anyway, we're wrapping it up for today. And shout out to my brother for the Sharkin' for Pearls soundtrack and all the good stuff. And I want to thank you all for being here. And until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless.